I forget to. Okay, just I'm repeating once more time. So we are doing setting of index with a different column. Okay, so by here we are making employee ID as our index. If we want to make multiple columns as index, just put as a list format. I already declared the list over here, the square bracket, and put suppose employee first name. Although it cannot be an index, but let's put it for a quick try. Okay, you can see the alignment has been modified. It's coming with a different alignment and looking like a index. Okay, can also call convert this thing. It's creating a temporary data frame. Let's call this thing as data frame 1. Okay, so this is data frame 1. On top of data frame 1, if I want to reset the index, just put this way. A resetting index means it should be in earlier position. Okay, resetting index means it will be come back from the earlier position. What df was? It's resetting index. We can also drop the index, whatever index I have declared that time. So employee ID and employee first name would be dropped from df1. Okay, so that index I declared that time. So resetting index, if I just pass this parameter drop equal true, then true is a boolean, drop is a parameter name. So over here, the particular employee ID and employee first name will be dropped. Then it will be resetting the index with the previous one. And the output should be looking like this. Okay. Okay. Now I'll be moving to slicing of the data frame. Slicing means if we don't want to put all the columns at the data frame output, then we can slice it and print it. Just like in select, while learning SQL, we are doing the select star from means all the columns should be printed in your output screen. But if we mention particular column names with comma separator, select employee ID, select employee ID, comma employee first name from table, then only two columns should be printed. Just like what column I need at my output screen, I just put the same thing, the comma separator, it will be printing in this way. The similar kind of things we can do over here that is called Python. Over here it's called data frame slicing. Okay, so I'm removing this part, or let me put this part. Maybe that will be required. I'll be sharing this code later. I'm just commenting this thing out to be executed. Okay, this thing as well. Now I'm writing the function df. Okay, put a square brace and mention the column name you want to print. So let me print only employee first name. So what thing you want to print, just put it. This particular square brace is not a list over here. This is, for slicing it, you need to put the column name within a square brace. If you want to put multiple column name, you need to declare a list. Over here, I'm declaring a list. Now the inner square brace is a list. So bracket square brace. But while slicing it by default, we need to put the this external square brace. This is the syntax. So if you want to put multiple column name for slicing part, we can put in this manner. Suppose department. Okay. Employee first name was there, or employee ID was there. Okay. So whatever column you want to print, just print it over here. This is what we are doing, just doing column level filtering. So which column I want to check, just we need to mention it. This is called slicing. Now, if you can remember filtering, filtering means row level filtering. I want particular row to be printed, just like in SQL we learned for where clause. Select star from this where department equal IT. The similar kind of things we can do over here. Let me just do this thing. Okay, let me put this thing apart as well. It's for slicing. Okay, let me just prepare over here. DF. So how to filter? Suppose I want to check or how to I want to print the data of department equal IT. So we can put it over here. Uh, DF. Okay, let me print the entire DF first. So I'll be taking reference from here and I'll be doing my rest of the part. Now DF, within DF I'll be calling the filter. So DF dot department. Okay. Equal, this is a syntax. Double equal should be there. IT. Let me print the result. Okay, this is the second output is the data frame output. Let me just print. Okay, the first output is the total data frames output, and the second one after doing the filtering operation, I'm printing it over here. Okay, one more important thing. I can print only top 5 rows, it's or top 2 rows. I can use head method. If by default, I think head will return 5 rows. You can also mention some rows over here as an input parameter, suppose 3. Okay, so it will print top 3 rows. If you do not pass any parameter, by default, it will print 5 rows. Okay, so in the first data frame, I'm just limiting my records till top 3 rows just for my reference. Okay, and the below data frame, I'll be doing my operation. So over here, what I'm doing, I'm just filtering the data frame on top of department equal IT. So you can see there in external data frames, and this is the main logic, and that should be implemented on top of this external data frame, and it will be giving us the output. You can only print this thing as well. Let me just show you, or let me just omit this thing and put it in a variable. Suppose v equal this, okay, and I'm calling v over here. That should be working fine. There'll be no issue. But if we just print only v, this variable, okay, I'm directly printing that v, not calling this v inside a data frame. I'm calling this way. So what is the output we are seeing over here? I'm printing only this variable. Then on top of this data frame, you can see the index is there, and with the index there is a boolean true and false return. Means it's returning. Let me omit head now. It will be required to see all the output. So when I'm just printing this variable, what it's doing, it's just putting a boolean masking function. I mean masking types of stuffs. So whose department equal IT, which particular indexes department equal IT. They are just masking is as true or false. Okay, for this it's true, and for non-IT it's a false. Now if I impose data frame on top of this, the true mask record should be, it will be printing that true masked records. Okay, and the other falses one they are not returning. So this is the concept. So that is why we need to call this data frame outside this variable just to print whichever I require, that will be printed. I can put multiple conditions as well. Suppose I'm putting another condition, and how to put another condition, and df dot depart maybe salary was the column, yes, it's greater than maybe 51,000 or 60,000, let me put. So there are two conditions. One is department equal IT, and I need to put a bracket for each of the condition. Otherwise, it will throw an error. And df dot salary greater than 60,000. Okay, and printing on top of this. The same V, and I'm calling V over here. So you can see only one person is printed. You can see department equal IT and salary greater than 60,000. There is only one employee, the first one, Sujit Kumar. Okay, so this way you can impose multiple conditions in a filter. And a similar kind of thing, if we just only print V, you can see there is only one true is available. Okay, it's a capital V. Python is very, very case sensitive language, unlike SQL. So we need to put proper case over here. So while printing the variable, you can see only one Boolean true mask is there. That is why it's printed the first row only. And the other rows are false. Those are not meeting this condition. Okay. Moving ahead with, okay, I'm just going to introduce another functions called .loc. So if we are having this at a single line, we can go ahead with slicing as well as filtering. Otherwise, it is not possible. While doing the select query, I can do slicing and filtering in a single statement. Just like select, we can do in this manner. Select, we can slice it based on maybe two columns, employee ID, comma, employee first name from employee. And we can put the where condition over here. Where department equal IT. This was the syntax that time. But over here, slicing and filtering we cannot use without .loc. How to use that one? Let me show you. Df.loc. This is the function name. Within that, first put the condition you want to put. You can put this condition, or let me call V. Okay. Then I can slice it. Whatever things I required, I can slice it there. Okay. Let me put employee ID. It should be with the employee first name, maybe department, maybe salary. Okay. So let me print this result. Mm, okay, I'm missing a positional argument. Okay, within df lock, I need to use the square brace. Okay, so this is the output. You can see I am slicing it based on only 3 or 4 columns: employee ID, employee first name, department, salary, as well as I'm able to filtering it based on this filtering condition. Okay, I'm using this function dot loc, very important one. Or we can use iloc function as well, iloc. So what this function use, that will be okay. I will be that is there in my next day in tomorrow's schedule. So iloc, just like in this similar kind of slicing we can do by using I mean the indexes of each of the element. I can call this particular cell by column number one, just like an Excel. How we can just declare an element? We can identify it with a column number and row number. Similarly, by this number, we can detect a particular element by iloc. Okay, index location. Tomorrow I'll be showing the iloc one. It's very important. Tomorrow means in the next class. Okay. Okay. Any doubts so far from anyone? Till now, it's fine. I think Mustafa, you are asking some question on the last working day. I forgot to answer. I mean, Mustafa or Irfan, I also forget. Let me check quickly. So, are you still facing the issue?
No, sir.
I think Irfan, correct? Irfan, you sent some screenshots.
Yes, I was trying to import the data from CVS file, but I was getting some errors. I don't know what.
CSV file. Okay. So the particular location, it's already there in your drive. Is the location is present, correct?
Yes.
Okay, let's complete the thing. I mean, after completion of this class, I'll be checking the thing. Okay. So, any doubt for today's class till now from anyone?
Yeah, hi
Okay.
sir.
Yeah. Tell me. Any doubt?
Yes, sir. Can I go back once?
Oh, here in the
Yeah,
screen. Yeah.
yeah.
Tell me.
You you have written as a last one code as print df dot loc loc in bracket curly brackets of v comma employee first name department
Ha
and
ha ha.
salary.
Ha.
Yeah, you run the code and we got as a zero of index ID. How you
Uh-huh.
get it? Only one ID we got it. How?
Yeah, because this is the filtering operation that I mentioned in
Okay.
by .loc function. We're imposing a filter as well as we can slice it. So the first V is there. V is a condition where we are putting department equal IT and salary greater than 60,000. There is only one employee is there stating this condition. That is why this, I mean, it's imposing this filter. I mean, all the conditions are mentioned over here. So I mean, it's meeting only one particular record, this one. So that is why only one record is coming. You can see there is
Yeah,
no
okay.
such
Thank you,
other.
sir.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, it's just like a filtering part, just to learn.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So moving to the next topic. Filtering is complete. Okay, aggregation. I'm just trying to, have a quick reference from SQL, whatever we have learned in SQL, because SQL is in our fresh memory. Last week, I think we have completed SQL. So I'm trying to put the reference, whatever we have done in SQL. Just like for aggregation over there, we used some group by function. We used some aggregation function first, maybe max, mean, average, summation, count, sum, count, this kind of functions we use there. And while using this thing, based on particular columns, we are doing that particular thing. So on top of which column I'm grouping and doing the aggregation, we used a group by column in SQL. So similar kind of concept is here as well. We can do a group by. I'm removing this thing. It's not required. Okay, I'm doing a group by. Let's do a group by on top of department. Suppose df dot group by. So group by is a method over here. Okay, on top of which column I'll be grouping the data set? Suppose department. Okay, and what thing I'll be doing? Let's do a mean. So I can directly call mean method. Let me print the result. Let me show you what is the output is there. I just whatever I've done, I just grouped the entire data set based on department, and I'm asking for mean value. But I did not put anywhere which mean, which particular columns mean is required. Okay. By default, it will take, when I'll be running this kind of operation, by default, it will be takes only numerical values. So in my data frame, there are three numerical values: employee ID, experience, and salary. It will also be taking the floating point as well as integer. So there are three different numerical values are there, and it just doing the mean based on all these three columns. So whatever numerical columns it will be getting, it will be doing the mean operation for us. Okay, and here is a warning that in the data frame there is lots of not numerical column, just like employee first name, employee last name, department, DOB, date of birth. So it was unable to do mean operation on top of them, and only it checked with the numerical value and it's able to do this thing. But this is actually absurd. Just like I'm doing aggregation on top of employee ID, which is employee ID is nothing but a numerical index. So I cannot do any kind of average because this is illogical. It's not required anymore. We can use other function as well. Min means it should be the smallest one. Okay. We can use count. Count means each of the departments, suppose IT, how many IT people are there? This is a good one. Count I can do. Just like by the count result, I can easily understand in the data set there are 4 IT people, 2 HR people, 1 BUIT, 2 BPO, BA. Count is working fine. No issue for count. But for the other aggregation function, just like max, mean, anything, it will be only picking the numerical value. Okay. So we need to control which particular column I want to have this functions employed. Employed. What particular numeric function, numeric function should be imposed on which particular column. I need to specify this name over here as well. Okay. So there is another function called aggregation. I can use that one. Suppose this one dot agg. Agg is a function. Okay. Within the function, I can declare a dictionary. Why I'm declaring a dictionary, I'll be telling soon. So let's put some key. Key should be the particular column name. Suppose I want to do the aggregation on top of salary. Okay. So I'm declaring the salary as my key. on top of salary, which particular aggregation function I want to impose, that thing I can mention within my value. So it's key value. Within the value, I'm declaring a list and what particular things I want to do. Suppose I want to do the max. I want to do the mean. I want to do the arithmetic mean, that is MEAN. I want to do a standard deviation. Okay, STD. Those are the shortest form of each of the operation. Okay, let me run this thing first. Okay, now you can see I can control my aggregation. It's very, very helpful data now. Just like by comparing this data and this data, you can see, suppose for IT people, maximum salary is this, 90,000 is correct. This one, minimum salary is 50,000. This one, just check the IT people first. Then arithmetic mean, it's what it's doing, it's just, adding all the salaries for ITs and dividing this the number of IT people. We are having this result. Okay. We can do the standard deviation as well. Standard deviation means from the arithmetic mean, what is the deviation? You can see it's a null value because BUIT is having only one record. So there is no concept of deviation. Okay, we can also do variance. Lots of aggregation functions, we can put it over here. So there is lots of advantage in SQL. We do not have this much advantages. Or we can also put, we are doing the things on top of salary only. We can take another numeric value. Suppose there is another numeric value called experience, EXP. I can do similar kind of stuff over here as well. So I'm putting a comma in the dictionary. This is our first element. This is our first key value pair. I'm choosing another numerical value. Suppose experience. Okay. And I'm declaring another list on top of experience. What particular operation I want to do, I can put it over here. So I can do the same thing, max, mean, or putting only mean. That should be helpful. Or whatever things I required, I can just put it with a comma separator. On top of experience, it can also help us with that particular thing. Okay, you can see the things have been segregated. First, till variance, it's from salary. Then for experience, it's starting again with the aggregation function. Okay, so based on salary, this is the value, and based on experience, it's having another value. Okay, this is very, very important as well as very, very useful functions of group by. Did you able to understand, or should I repeat it for you? Anyway, I'll be providing the code today so that you can try at your side, because this is a bit tricky, as well as we need to, focus it much more. Okay, I hope it's understandable for everyone. Okay, I hope yes, as there is no response. Moving to the next topic. I think this is our last topic. I'll be doing the order by. So over there we used order by while sorting a particular data. What is our data frame? Let's see the data frame first. This is our original data frame. So we want to sort the data frame based on particular column. In SQL, we can do these things by order by clause. Select star from a particular table, order by a particular column. It can be ascending, descending. Over there, if it is ascending, by default, it should be ascending. If I want that thing to be descending, so select star from table, then order by particular column, and we can put DESC over there. Now, how to handle the thing over here in Python? Data frame. So, just choose the same thing, DF. We can do two things, sort by index or sort by values. Let's go ahead with index. By default, you can see the index is automatically sorted in nature. It's starting from the first 0th and ending with 10th. You can print the same thing over here. It will be returning the same data frame because it's already sorted in nature. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, you can see the both of the data frames are identical because it's already sorted 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We can pass inside sort index, we can pass a parameter just to make it descending in nature. How to pass it? Ascending. We can pass the thing with a boolean ascending equal true means it should be ascending which is already there by default, or we can put false. False means ascending equal false means it should be descending in nature. So you can see it's descending now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay. So after that, what we can do? This is how we can do for sort index. Okay, we can sort based on any values as well. So sort values, we can call any values. Suppose based on experience or based on department, I'm sorting it. Okay. So first BA, BPO. So it's a string field based on each of the, B should be coming first. So you can see the entire data frames has been organized with the department. I can also pass this kind of thing with a comma ascending equal false. Sorry. Okay, so this way you can also print it IT, HR, BUIT. We can put multiple things as well, similar to SQL. If we want to put multiple things, we need to declare this thing in a list. Suppose department, after that, let me put experience. It will be checking first with department when we have the same department. Then based on experience, it should be sorting. So it should be coming over here 2, 5, 5, 6 in this manner. Okay, sorry. Department was BA. For IT, we can see it 2, 5, 5, 6. So first of all, it's sorting the thing based on department, and you have the same sorting result on top of department. Then it's taking consideration the second precedence, that is experience. Similarly, in SQL, over there I told after putting order by clause, we can sort the thing based on the columns over there. So which column I'll be mentioning first? First of all, it should be sorted based on that column. Then after putting next comma, which column will be coming? The precedence should be next to him. So when we have same value for department BA, then it will be coming from experience. Whose experience is less, it will be coming first, and the second experience will be coming after that. Okay, this is um, just like which particular order it will be ordering. This way it will be checking it. So any doubt, any stuck point so far while understanding the ordering? No doubt. I think this should be okay. This is my last topic for today. Tomorrow means Monday, we'll be having some more transformation, some advanced level. Monday or Tuesday, I think 2 days are required for completion of the transformation part. So any doubt so far from anyone? Do you need the codes? Then I'll be sharing it. If not, tell me if the codes are required. Okay, let me share it for you. If it's required for you, you can have a quick try on top of this. Okay.
So did you install any library like pandas? Anything
Yeah.
else?
Yeah. Last working day, we showed that thing.
Okay. Okay.
Pandas installation and all. Then SQL Alchemy I have installed for this one. I mean, for connection of a database. So this thing we have showed on last working day. Okay. So as there is nothing, we can end our session. And I hope, Irfan, I think you have some issue. You showed me, so you can share your screen if it's possible now. You can check your issue.
Actually, I'm not having my laptop right now. That's why I cannot share my screen.
Okay. So you can do one thing. Whatever the issue, what I am thinking about, the issue that you were calling a CSV file. So while calling the CSV file, please mention the proper path. Okay. And while you are mentioning the path, I mentioned the same thing in last working day as well. So suppose this is C drive, a single slash user, whatever drive is there, you are putting this thing. Instead of doing a single slash, put double slash, because the first slash will be using as to understand the escape character, because the
Okay.
backslash is having dual role over here. Over here, the first
Okay.
backslash will be showing the interpreter that this is an escape character. We need to read the second one as the separation of the drive. Okay, so
Okay.
put two escape character and put the proper way the path name first. Okay, proper path name you need to put, and where the single slash is there, put another slash. Then try to run it.
Okay.
Okay, I hope that should work.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, then let's connect the next session for more transformation part. Okay, thanks everyone. Thank you. Bye bye. Have a great weekend. Let's
Yeah, hi,
connect on
sir.
Monday. Yeah, you were telling
Yeah.
something?
Yeah,
Yeah, tell me.
we did not receive